Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Coronation Street, Victoria Ekanoye opens up about breast cancer battle. Victoria Ekanoye has issued an important plea about cancer after a horrific ordeal with the illness. The actress, who once played Angie Appleton in Coronation Street, found a lump in her breast less than a year after giving birth to her son, Theo, in 2021. Despite a long family history of cancer, initial examinations gave her the all clear. But being her mother's daughter with a strong gut instinct, Victoria was adamant that something was off, and that's when she found another lump. It was definitely a period of time where a million other things were going on in my mind. The 43-year-old told the Mirror in an exclusive interview. I didn't want to think about it being breast cancer. I remember being on set for Death in Paradise, and I was just adjusting my microphone, because they put it on different parts of your clothing to kind of obscure it, and I was just adjusting my mic, and I felt a second lump in the same breast. I was obviously scared, but also really angry at that moment because I just thought, well, what position am I in now? Do I go back, or is it just more of what they think? Because they thought it was maybe mastitis and calcification due to blocked milk ducts and things like that. So I just had to kind of take myself off into room and just have a chat with myself or a pep talk and be like, look, there's nothing you can do about it right now. You're here to do a job. You're here with your mom and your son. You just need to protect them. Get the job done, then get home and do something about it. For a third opinion, Victoria sought a more detailed physical examination involving an ultrasound, mammogram, and biopsy of both lumps with a doctor she described as the best GP she's ever had. These further inspections also detected a third lump in her armpit, and medics weren't happy with what they saw. So she said, I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. So I really think at this point, please come back in a week and bring somebody with you. Now, like I said, our family, for whatever reason, has been plagued by cancer. And so I know I've heard that sentence many times before, to bring somebody with you. As requested, Victoria returned the following week with her husband Jonathan. At the time, he remained in good spirits and believed the lumps were related to breastfeeding, with their son only 9 months old. But Victoria was more apprehensive, she continued. I guess, part of what I do for a living is we have to look at people's micro-expressions and body language and pick up these things as an actress. And as soon as the doctor walked through the door, I knew what she was going to say, and I was holding Johnny's hand. She came in, she kind of spoke about a few things. She was not avoiding it, because she knew she had to say something. But I guess she was trying to softly bring her presence into the room. And she was like, okay, look, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. We have found cancerous cells. And I just felt him stiffen next to me, and I felt awful because, even though it's not your fault, and you don't bring it upon yourself, you feel guilt that you are bringing all this stress and worry and pain to everybody in your life that you love and care about. Victoria's frightening ordeal comes amidst 56,822 new cases of breast cancer every year, according to cancer research statistics. Right now, it is among the most common forms of cancer in the UK, accounting for 30% of all new female cases. In light of her diagnosis, Victoria was keen to have a double mastectomy, a surgical procedure that removes both breasts. But getting there certainly wasn't easy, as she was required to have a full-body blood transfusion beforehand. This is because Victoria also battles with sickle cell disease, an inherited lifelong condition that affects the red blood cells. In rare cases, it can give rise to serious health problems like strokes and organ damage. I was diagnosed in October, and I had my surgery in December, the star from Bury, Greater Manchester, continued. By that point, it had become invasive, and it had gotten to my lymph nodes, so had I not gone to the doctors, I would have been past the point of it becoming invasive, and it would have been in and around my body, probably setting up camp somewhere else.